Hi everyone, today I am going to be comparing the Shark Speedstyle with the Dyson Supersonic Dryer. You guys love these comparisons. I'm going to try to talk about everything as far as how they compare to each other, their pros, their cons, and all that good stuff. So if you guys want to know more about the Shark Speedstyle versus the Dyson Supersonic, then keep watching. First, as always, let's talk about the price. They come in ranges, but Shark is going to be around 180 to 200 plus, while Dyson's going to run you 400 plus at the higher end after taxes. This is in comparison of the Dyson that has attachments, because Shark contains attachments, so I'm talking about the Dyson that has attachments. The one that has no attachments, it runs you at 300, but since I'm comparing the attachments, that's the one most comparable to the Shark Speedstyle. That's the one I'm talking about. As you can see here, one side I did my hair with the Shark and the other side I did with the Dyson. This is how each side looks, very comparable to each other. I feel like my hair is pretty nice and smooth on both sides. Let's talk about how fast they are. It is very hard to do a side by side because as soon as I'm done with one side, this side has been drying a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take one strand from each side and see how many number of passes it takes to fully dry that strand. I feel like that could be a more accurate way to see how fast they are. As you could see, it took me about 4 times to blow dry each side. With the Shark, I feel like I could have even been fine with 3. With Dyson, it needed like at least 4, but that's so similar. I'm gonna dry both sides of my head now. As you can see, this is how both sides look. None created some crazy flyaways. This is just kind of how my natural hair is, a little bit of flyaways. They both did a great job drying, but if I had to say, I do feel like the Dyson side feels a little bit softer. You guys could see the results for yourself. This is Shark and this is Dyson. Both sides feel good. I don't feel like it dried out my hair, but the Dyson does feel a little bit more on the softer side. Comparing how loud they are, I would probably say Shark is a tiny bit louder, but not by much. This is how they sound at the loudest. Dyson, Shark. I put a little, like, it shows you how loud it is. About 81 decibels. Okay, I don't know if this is accurate. This is 82, 81, 82. I feel like the Dyson is less loud. The way the sound comes out, like Dyson is more smoother, like it's like versus Shark is like, you know, it's just like, that to me sounds a little louder. So that's probably what it is, but it's not by much. They're very similar in sound. Okay, let's talk specs. So Shark has airflow 3 buttons and heat 3 buttons as well. Dyson has that same thing as well. They both have a cool shot. It is in the front for Shark and it is in the back for Dyson. For me personally, it's easier to get to the cool shot with it being in the front versus the back, but I think it just depends on the person and what's more comfortable for you. As far as heat, the highest heat that Shark goes to is 230 degrees Fahrenheit. Dyson goes to 212 degrees Fahrenheit. And I could definitely feel that. I feel that Dyson doesn't get as hot as the Shark. It's not by much. They're both still at a healthy temperature. Dyson does feel a little less hot than the Shark, but Shark has different options that you can choose. So if the hot is a little too hot for you, you can always go down. I always like to say that for the people who are worried about heat, is you can always lessen it if you feel like it's too much. But the Shark does get a little bit hotter, and that is why I do feel like the Dyson feels a little bit healthier on your hair because it doesn't get as hot. Something I did want to know is that even though it doesn't get as hot, I do feel like the Dyson dried as fast. I remember the first time I tried the Dyson too, I was like, this is not gonna work. This barely has any air coming out, and then I was very surprised of how quick it dried it. So even though it doesn't sound as loud and it doesn't seem like it's gonna dry your hair as fast because it doesn't get as hot, it does dry your hair as fast. That's something that I love about the Dyson. So yeah, 230 degrees, the highest for Shark, 212, the highest for Dyson. They both regulate temperature by the second. I do feel that with both of them, I've seen them regulate the temperature, so I do really like that. As far as cord, they do have a pretty long cord. Dyson has a 9-foot cord and Shark is a little shorter, maybe like 8.5 or around like 8 feet, but they're super similar in cord size and they are both pretty long. So as far as weight, as you can see, Shark is much skinnier. I feel like it looks look smaller as well. Shark is a little bit more lightweight. It is 1.69 pounds while the Dyson is 1.8 pounds. So the Dyson is a tad bit heavier, but with both, I didn't feel tired doing a blowout, so they're both super lightweight. They're both easy on your hand, but the Shark is a little bit lighter. As far as filter and cleaning out the filter, Shark, you take it out from here. As you can see, it is easy to take off and then clean it. And then Dyson as well, you take it off from here and then you clean it here. This one, it has something you clean it with, but the Shark, it's like a little mesh covering that you have to rinse out. Now let's talk attachments. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. They both have different types of attachments. So with Dyson, you could get the hairdryer alone, but if you choose to get attachments, you have to get the 5. It only comes with all the attachments or none. I don't know if you consider that a pro or a con. I think I like the way Shark does it better just because I don't use all of Dyson's attachments, so to me it's kind of pointless for them to give me all 5. I'd rather choose the ones that will fit my hair needs, and you could do that with Shark. But you do get less with Shark. You get 3. You could add additional ones. You pay more of a price, but you get all of them with Dyson. But I think that's why they feel like they could charge a lot more, is because they're giving you all these attachments that you kind of really don't need. But let's go over the attachments. They both have a diffuser attachment. This is Dyson's typical diffuser. This is Shark's. What I find cool about the Shark is that it has an option for shorter hair and for longer hair. If you turn the dial here, the prongs will get longer, as you could see there. So it's pretty versatile. If you have shorter hair, longer hair, it could like fit your needs. I do really like this diffuser, but they both have a diffuser attachment, so that's great. But Shark does have that option. Next, we have the nozzles. Dyson's is a little bit smaller than Shark's. That just means you could probably get a little bit more of a wider section when drying with Shark, but super similar. Both great, love these both. So they both come with this attachment. They both have this attachment. Dyson has longer teeth. Shark has shorter teeth, but it has these teeth in between. So I don't know if that makes it different, makes a purpose, but this one does have longer teeth. For those who use it, this is what each look like. Next, they both have this flyaway attachment to help get rid of this frizz, the flyaways. This is one of my favorite attachments. I absolutely love these attachments. So they both have it. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna try it out for you guys so you guys can see how it works. But yeah, helps smooth and get rid of that frizz. I don't know if you could see a little bit of that frizz and flyaways. Let's do the Shark first. Let's do the Dyson one. Obviously, I still might have a little bit of flyaways, but look how shiny and smooth it made it. I absolutely love both of these attachments. I feel like they both work great. They've both made it nice and smooth, so I definitely love both. Okay, Shark has an extra 2 attachments that Dyson doesn't offer, and Dyson has one that Shark doesn't offer. So for Dyson, this is for more gentle airflow. It looks like this. If you have finer hair, this is great because it could be a lot more gentle while still having that powerful airflow to make it dry just as quickly, but it is for that more gentle airflow. So that is the extra attachment that Dyson have that Shark doesn't have. Shark has these 2 extra attachments that Dyson doesn't have. So this one is a smoothing attachment, and it's pretty much to quickly smooth out. So instead of needing a round brush and a blow dryer, you can literally just do this. And it smooths out your hair super fast while it's drying. So this is just another option to smooth out your hair. So you don't need to use a round brush and a blow dryer, and you could just quickly smooth out some of that frizz with this attachment. I really do like this attachment. You can rotate it as well. So it gives you the option to push down. But if you want some of that volume, you can push up while smoothing as well. And then this one is not to get confused with a round brush, because if you think of it as a round brush blow dryer, you are going to be very disappointed because it's not the same. This attachment is to touch up the ends, kind of add a little bit of movement on the ends, but also to add a little bit of movement to your bangs. So it's just to add that little bit of a bend, and it's very subtle. Don't think of it as those brush blowouts, because those, you can get much volume, you can really shape your hair. This is more of like a touch-up tool, like, oh, I need a little bit more movement, let me just quickly go over this to add a little bit of shape to my hair. So that helps with that. But like I said, don't think of it as one of those brush blowouts because it doesn't act that way and it's not gonna give you that same result. Okay, so now let's talk about these attachments and how they come with Shark and how they come with Dyson. With Dyson, you could buy the blow dryer on its own. It's at a cheaper price. I believe it's $300. But that price is still more expensive than Shark with all these attachments. The Dyson, you either get it with no attachments or like I said, you get it with all the attachments. There's no picking and choosing. The one with a lot of attachment, it runs from $430 to $470. It depends on the kind of Dyson you get. But like I said, it comes with all the attachments. Shark, on the other hand, it ranges from about $170 to $199, and you get 3 attachments. What I like about it is that you can choose depending on your hair type. There's one for curly hair, so if you rather get the diffuser, the smoothing brush, and something else, you could have that combo, or you could have another combo if you have straight hair, or you could build your own. Or if you like one of the combos and you want to add more, you want to add all of them, you can add additional one for an extra fee. I believe they run you $30 extra per attachment. Even though Dyson you get 5 attachments and Shark you get 3, and if you do want to pay extra you could get all of them. I think I like the attachments that Shark has to offer better, at least for my hair type. I feel like I could use more of the Shark attachments than all of the ones that Dyson offers that I won't even be using all of them, if that makes sense. So to me it's kind of just pointless for them to send all attachments to everyone because everyone has different hair types. So I think the way Shark does it is great, and I think these 2 attachments are cool compared to Dyson. Doesn't really have anything different other than this gentle blow dryer, which I don't need it for my hair type, but I think if you have finer hair type, then it could be beneficial for you. As far as packaging, Shark comes in like a cardboard box, nothing fancy, super lightweight, easy. Dyson, depending on the version, mine came with this, and it had a cardboard box, so it's really comparable to the Dyson packaging. But there's certain ones that could come with something like this. This is from the Airwrap, but I've seen for the blow dryer they have a similar type of box, and this is really nice. I'm gonna be honest, I use drawers to store my tools and I don't ever use this, but if you guys care about packaging, they do come with cardboard boxes, except some of Dyson's come with this, and you'll be able to see online which one comes with this if this is something that you really want. As far as look, this is how they look. I think this is the best looking Shark blow dryer that I've seen up to date. I wasn't really a fan of the other blow dryer, the way it looked. I feel like Dyson looks super sleek. I love the look of the Dyson, and I think this one looks so cute and adorable. So this is what they look like. Something I want to talk about is how the attachments stick on. This one, you push it in and it locks into place, and then you press this button to take it out. So it's gonna stay in place, but you can also like rotate the nozzle horizontal, vertical, so you're still able to do that. But it does lock into place, which I think is great. Dyson has a magnet and it kind of sticks on, and it doesn't come off easily, so you don't have to worry about it coming off. But I have found that sometimes like I hit it with the desk and it flops off. I kind of do like the easy magnetic thing going on. It's kind of cool. But like I said, there is more of a chance of you kind of hitting it with a desk, which has happened to me before, and it pops off. But it does stick on really good, and you could also rotate back and forth. But if you want like something that's super secure and lock into place, Shark is going to provide that for you. As far as return, I believe Shark has a 60-day return policy and Dyson has a 30-day. Regardless, you still have time to try it. You still have at least a month to return and get your money back if you don't like it, so they both offer that. Dyson has a 2-year warranty, and Shark, I believe it might come with a 2-year warranty, but it can go up to 5 years, and that's subject to registration, they said. So I feel like you have to register. Maybe you have to pay a little bit more for that, but you do have that option for a 5-year warranty with Shark, and you don't have that with Dyson if that's something you guys are interested in. So yeah, I hope I was able to go over most of your guys' questions in comparing the Dyson to the Shark. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I like to do a lot of reviews, hair tutorials, and all that good stuff. Comment below anything else you guys would like to see, and if you guys have tried either or and what are your thoughts. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.